the trap. Oh shit. Like a motherfucker. We in the trap.
What's up, Fully?
Make shit play. Make it bang. We in the trap. Come on.
What you say? What we at?
We in the trap. Like a motherfucker. Let it bang, 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 bang. We in the trap.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah.
All right, then.
Come on, man. We in the trap. Hallelujah, Lord.
Now when we get the TV show, he doing the intro. He's singing the intro music.
Ain't no intro.
Theme song.
We in the trap.
Talk about it,
Ain't no
Selling powder and pills, that's what it is, baby.
We in the trap.
We just be smoking and joking. We in here talking to folks.
we in the trap. I keep that file. Just in case a nigga drive. We in the trap. Hey, nigga drive. We in the trap. We in the trap.
There was gunshots, nigga. In the distance, though. In the distance.
We in Midtown with it.
Yes, sir. You know how we live, man.
We in the trap like a motherfucker. What's up with it, family? What's the damn deal, man? This is Junior the Truth, and this is indeed your Black Coffee Club live, man. Hosted by yours truly, Junior the Truth, man. Thank you all so much for taking the time to tune in. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate you, man. We're in the trap. Man, if I had a million tongues, I couldn't tell it all, man. Thank you so very much, man. I really, truly, genuinely appreciate you from the bottom of my heart, man. I am a DJ host, Junior the Truth. You can follow me everywhere via social media. I can be found with the handle Junior the Truth. It's JuniorTheTruth, and that's over all the social media platforms, man, each and every one. But if you really looking for me, like if you really, truly looking for me, then you can catch me over at the hub, man. www.JuniorTheTruth.com. That's www.JuniorTheTruth.com, man. We over there, man. We in the trap. Salute to the family, man. So I don't even know, like, man, today we're gonna embark on another series, man. You seem to like the series. I love the series. You feel me? And they seem to be effective and impactful. So we're gonna embark on another series, and this week we're diving into, and I'm not playing. This is one of the most important conversations we've ever had. This is one of the most important conversations that we've ever had on this platform, and it is escaping your conventional thinking by 2026. Yeah, hell, I give myself a standing ovation. How do you come up with it? I give myself a standing ovation. We are talking about escaping your conventional thinking by 2026. You better run. You better run, Forrest. Run, Forrest. Run. This is all about freeing your mind from the invisible traps. Yeah, the invisible traps that keep you playing small. We in a trap. We're escaping the mental patterns that make you settle for safe when you are designed for significance, K_G_. The mental patterns that make you settle for safe when you were designed, you are genetically engineered and designed for significance. So today we're going to be kicking it off with day one, and that is the trap of conventional thinking. We're in the trap like a motherfucker. Man, so go on and get your mug, y'all get your cups. Hopefully you got your favorite morning beverage, man. Y'all go ahead on and get your mugs, man, and sit down, settle in. Be sure you don't have me on speakerphone or over the loudspeakers or in earshot of any of your colleagues or co-workers. And we gonna get this conversation brewing, man. We really gonna get this conversation brewing. Pun intended. Let's get it.
One, two, I've hustled harder than most. I'm a beast on these streets, got a revolver I tote. For these niggas trying to take me off the block where I post. Up daily, sip Baileys out the bottle and smoke.
All right, I think I'm back. We in the trap like a mom. I don't know what's going on here. Let me see. Are we there yet? Let me see. Yeah, I think we're there. So before we get started, of course, man, we got to run down and see who's in the building. Hey, old school Winston Lee is in the building. What's up with you, bro? Salute to you, family. Hey, AB is in the building. What's up with you, bro? Salute. It's a new day. 4-ounce sniper in the building. What's up with you, family? Yes, Lord. K_G_, what's up with you, bro? The US6 Sports and Entertainment Hub, the usual suspect 6. Hey, what's up with it? The scholar Kevin Dunbar in the building, man. What's going on with your family? Salute to you. Man, this feel good, man. Don't that feel like we about to do something? It's a new day. Get them shiny. Hey, get them shiny. It's a new day. Man, every superhero needs some theme music. Boxing and barbecue, my brother in the building. What's up with you, family? It's a new day. Yes. Man, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the real way, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. Thrive and glow with Joe. What's going on with you, baby? Get them, shiny. Yeah. They got it. They miscalculated. They said you weren't gonna be shit. They miscalculated. They miscalculated, y'all. Hey, new day. New day. It's a new man. Yes. New day. New day. Get them, shiny. It's a new man. New day. New day. Don't that feel good? It's a new man. New day, new day. It's a new man, shiny. New day, new day. It's a new man. Salute to the family, man. Thank you all so much for taking the time to tune in, man. I really, truly, genuinely appreciate it, man. It's Monday morning. Salute to everybody taking the time to tune in. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate you all. Salute and shout out to the replay gang. Thank you so much. I really, truly appreciate you all catching this on the replay side of things. And salute to my podcast family, the Junior Mafia, aka Me La Familia. Thank you all so much, man. Podcast is that's my first love, man. We in the trap. That's my first love, man. As far as content is concerned, my oldest daughter is my first love. Like that's my baby. And my baby about to have a birthday too. That's my baby. Yeah, my oldest daughter, my baby. She just Man, I don't know if y'all understand. Some of y'all, fathers with daughters. I look at my daughters and I'm just like, man, I'm enamored with my daughters, right? Both of them. My first baby, she's in her 20s now, about to be, making her way into her mid 20s. And she takes my breath away. Every time I see her, she takes my breath away. La la D, what's up with you, baby? And I'm just like, man, I love that girl. It's my baby. You feel me? Like that's my baby. I love my baby. Like I really, man, I gotta clip this and send it to her because I really love my baby. Like she really brings me joy, literally. And her middle name is Joy. And she really brings me joy. And she's named after my grandmother and her mother's grandmother. And her middle name is Joy. And she just brings me so much joy. That's my baby. Yeah. So that's my first love. And podcasting is my first love as it relates to the content. But we in the trap. So let's go on and get to it, man. So we wanted to, like we talked about, we wanted to talk about this conventional thinking and escaping your conventional thinking by 2026. Listen to Lala, do you bring me joy? You feel me? And I love Anita Baker, but I think Anita Baker might be evil. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And I listen to people talk about, what it is like to work with her and so on and so forth, man. I think Auntie Anita might be evil. But that evil woman, sure enough, makes some good music. I love that woman. Mac of the South, what's up with you, homie? Salute to you. All right, so let's start by defining what we mean by conventional thinking, Lala. What do we mean by conventional thinking? Like I come up here and I just throw these terms at everybody and y'all keep coming back. Why? I don't know, but we must be doing something, right? So conventional thinking, what do I mean when I say conventional thinking, right? Or maybe I should ask y'all, what do you think I mean when I say conventional thinking? Everybody that's in the chat. And if you're not in the live chat, put it in the comment section. You feel me? Y'all can engage and interact with the content. Salute to the homie, whatever man be on his job in the comment section on the YouTube video. Salute to my brother, whatever man. Thrive and Glow with Joe be on her. She be focused. She be down. Thrive and Glow with Joe catches the live. And then she literally go back and hit the replay. Like, replay gang, I had to run this one back, Junior. Damn, Thrive and Glow with Joe. Thrive and Glow with Joe. I say, damn. What do you think I mean when I say conventional thinking? Think about that. Kick that around in your head. Mull it over for a second. A couple people ran out of here instead of trying to figure out what I mean by conventional thinking. They felt on the spot. People don't like being put on the spot. Lala D says conventional thinking to me is thinking that you can usually trust to be sensible based on history. It's thinking that you can usually trust to be sensible based on history. Yeah. Thrive and Glow with Joe says the acceptance of generally accepted or traditional beliefs, ideas, and judgments without much questioning. I was about to say, tell me you went to the dictionary without telling me you went to the dictionary, but I love it. That's resourceful. I love it. So now we have Thrive and Glow with Joe gave us our working definition for for the what do you call that? For actually damn, I'm tripping up. Gave us our working definition for conventional thinking. Y'all have to excuse me, I'm a little foggy. Acavelli says salute. What's up with you, homie? So when we talk about conventional thinking is, for me, it's the default programming, right? It's the default programming. Like it's literally our default programming. Yeah. Back to the South said, I feel what you're saying. Joe told on herself, I went to dictionary. Yes. Tiffy 2 in the building says thinking that aligns to societal norms. Salute to Tiffy 2 in the building. 704 Joe said peace to the gods and earths. Good morning, Lala D. Good morning, black people. Salute, family. Yeah. Exactly what it is, Mac of the South. So Conventional thinking is the default programming. That's that's just how it's always been done mindset. You feel me? Like that's just how it's always been done. It's the unspoken agreement that society hands you, right? We're given this unspoken agreement. Go to school, get a job, play it safe. Don't question too much. You feel me? Go to church, pay your tithes, be cool, don't question too much. You understand what I'm saying? Like, get married, have children, raise your babies, don't question too much. Buy a house, build a fence, get a dog, don't question too much, right? And definitely do not make waves. Do not do anything outside of the norm. Do not cause any disruptions to the societal norms, to the conventional thinking. But here's the danger. Conventional thinking keeps you comfortable, and comfort kills your growth. Does that make sense? Conventional thinking is going to keep you comfortable. It'll keep you complacent. It'll keep you in place even if you're not comfortable. It'll keep you in place and it'll kill your growth. It shows up when you choose security over your passion. When you silence your creativity for acceptance. Yeah. When you follow trends instead of trusting your instincts. You feel me? US 6 says, thinking there's a box, to have to think outside of the box. To thinking there's a box to have to think outside of. When you follow trends instead of trusting your instincts, like you see that all the time, and like even in this space, social media, especially YouTube, right? What do you see? You see echo chambers. Everybody's talking about the same thing. Like everybody's has to talk about the same topics in order to drive traffic, in order to get clicks and yada, 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 yada. You feel me? But everybody follows trends in order to instead of trusting your instincts. And while the world has changed, AI, digital media, global competition, most people are still thinking with the old playbook written for a world that no longer exists. Like, I really should just shut the show down right there. Super Mac time, what's up with you, homie? Salute to you. Right? Most people are still thinking with the old playbook. And that playbook was designed for a world that no longer exists. We are in the age of information. Like, we are in the age of information. So while you are not we are in the age of information and everybody's walking around with a supercomputer in their hand. Why you are not in pursuit of information that has not been afforded to you, I have absolutely no idea. Like, none whatsoever. We are in the age of information, and most people are still thinking with an old playbook that was written for a world that no longer exists. I said it again because I want to clip that up. We're going to use that. We're going to use that as a short. We're going to clip that up. Yeah, we're going to clip that up. One more time. Most people are still thinking with an old playbook written for a world that no longer exists. That world is gone. That world is gone, y'all. Like, that world is gone. That go to school, get good grades, go to college, get a job, that's gone. That is gone. Thrive and Glow with Joe says, the problem is that people don't know what information to decipher from. I believe that's a huge part of it, right? I also believe that the huge problem is people don't know what information to acquire, right? Because figuring out what information that you actually want to acquire requires thought. And as we know, people get up and the last thing that they want to do is think. That's why it's 11 people in here in the live stream instead of 1,100. You feel me? The last thing that people want to do, and the last thing that I say a lot of entities want you to do, is to get up and start to think. You feel me? You're not supposed. No. Joe says people are believing anything that just comes their way. And it's the funniest thing too, because I just had a aunt pass away last week, and so we had our funeral. Her funeral was on Friday, right? And so I'm in there, and my cousin, my cousin had another cousin post and tag him on social media about her new baby and welcoming the new baby to her family or whatever. And she tagged him, and the baby that she was referring to was a puppy dog. You feel me? Now, somehow, older people in my family got that information, and they were looking at it and didn't decipher, didn't research, and they took that as my cousin just had another baby. You understand what I'm saying? And so they show up to the event like, hey, man, you just had a baby and blah, 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 blah. And I'm just sitting there, and I knew, because I saw it as well, and I knew exactly what they were talking about. And I was just like, oh, that is a working example. And I was like, and I said to my uncle, like, because my aunt had said it to him. And I'm like, Auntie got to read and do some research, and she got to, you feel me? You can't just be believing everything you see on social media. Is weird. Big Dad's Kunkadar, what's up with you, homie? Salute. Lala D said, or Crispy, as Muhammad Ali implied in his quote, people think with thoughts that were handed to them with his impossible is nothing quote. All his impossible is nothing quote. Okay, I got you. So Muhammad Ali implied in his quote, people think with thoughts that were handed to them in his impossible is nothing quote. And that's a fact. And I even understand it to a certain degree, right? Like I get it. You know, we're raised, we go to, we get up, we go to traditional schools. They give us what they give us in conventional schools, so on and so forth. We get of age. Then we just embark on this journey of life using this information that was given to us. But then for me, there comes a point where in the way my mind works, like I'm always questioning anything. You feel me? Like I'm literally questioning anything. And I actually foster that in my children. Like I love when my children ask questions. Like my son on the way to school the other day, my son asked, when was the first school? Like, dude trying to figure out, bro, why do we have to go to this school building and sit in here? Like, what was the first school? You feel me? Like, what was the first school? And it made me talk about, you know what I mean, what I thought was the answer, you know what I mean, which was, you know, schools, the traditional schools coming up out of, you know, the European culture. You know, I was talking about Oxford and whatnot, and I'm really talking from a higher educator standpoint based on the research that I've done, you know what I mean, with regard to higher education institutes. But then I had to like literally Google and go into and find some more information about, you know, schools. And I was, you know, trying to allude to him that, you know, people have been learning since the beginning of time. You understand what I'm saying? Like people have always been learning, and we had different things to different ways to formally educate ourselves with regard to survival and you know, yada yada yada. And so I had to like literally do some research on myself and figure out what the modern, you know, where did the modern uh uh um concept of school come from. And it was just really truly, you know, a cold game. You know what I mean? It definitely was a cold game. But it was a beautiful, for me, it was a beautiful moment because I'm looking at him just to even ask that question. You feel me? Like just him asking that question, it was a proud moment for me. Just for him to literally think outside of the box and to be in a space where his little 7-year-old brain, he can start to question stuff. You know what I mean? And because I am really in a space where I really want them to be thought leaders. And so that was really a proud moment, you know what I mean, for me. K_G_ said, there isn't a box. He said, there isn't a box. He keeps coming in saying there isn't a box. Yeah, there isn't a box. So how it forms and why it persists, all right? So we in the trap. We in the trap, but how did we get here, all right? Conventional thinking is not a flaw, right? Let's just say that. It's a habit, and it's passed down like tradition, reinforced through education, culture, and the fear of judgment. You understand what I'm saying? You were taught to think safe and not to think sovereign. Like think safe and not think sovereign. Our families told us, and I'm talking about myself, my generation. I'm aging myself, but my family told us to, or our families told us to get good jobs instead of build good lives. You understand what I'm saying? Like go do this shit that you need to do, get an education, you know, yada, 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 and go get you a good job. Like that was the thing, a good job, get you a good job. You feel me? Get you a good job. And so a lot of us started out on that. But let me ask y'all though, for real, let's have a real conversation. How'd that work out for you? Those of us who went to school, went, you know, did well in high school, those of us that went to the military, went to college, whatever the case may be, came back and went and pursued these good jobs. How did that work out for us? So we were told to get good jobs instead of building a good life. Like go build a good life. You understand what I'm saying? Go build a good life. Because once again, when we're thinking about this traditional system that we plugged into, right? In school, we are rewarded for memorization over imagination, right? So it's just memorizing, regurgitating information, but never really, the emphasis isn't on imagination. Now, for me, I was a part of some special programs where, you know, our innovation was supported. You know, certain students were pulled in and, you know, we were allowed to do creative things and, you know, yada, yada, yada. But ultimately, that was a very small piece of my academic career from K through 12. But the majority of it was just the regular, you know what I mean, manufactured educational system that I was in, period. But schools reward memorization over imagination, right? And I've always come to understand that the greatest, the way that I learn and the way that I teach, the greatest tool for me for education is practical application. Like if I give you something, and I say it all the time in here, like if I give you something, then you have to be able to practically apply it, or if I failed as an educator, and I have to be able to encourage you and show you how to practically apply it in order for me to show that I've mastered the subject. You understand what I'm saying? So if you tell me something and you can't tell me how to practically apply it to my life, what I'm gonna do with that? You understand what I'm saying? Pythagorean's theorem. What the fuck am I gonna do with Pythagorean's theorem today, 2025? Government shutdown. We in the Black Coffee Club live. When I leave here, I gotta go get on my van and meet my daily quota for the day. What the fuck am I gonna do with A squared plus B squared equals C squared? Like, what am I gonna do with that information today? How am I gonna practically apply that to what I have going on today? You feel me? But I'll never forget that. Well, I haven't forgot it at this point. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Pythagorean's theorem. You feel me? We are rewarded for memorization instead of imagination, period. Society praises conformity over imagination, right? Come on in and conform. Come on in and conform. Conform like everybody else. You understand what I'm saying? Conform. Don't rock the boat. Just conform. Do what you're supposed to do and live your miserable, mediocre life. And this is sounding bad, man, but this is really medicine. This is that Father John's castor oil that my brother Stormy be talking about. Like this is real, like life. This is a real conversation. Salute to Tay Tay in the building. She says a brand new day. Yes, ma'am. Nah, man, like society praises conformity over creativity, right? And here's the wild part. Even at in this age of technology, innovation, and information, many people still rely on outdated beliefs and systems because they're afraid of the unknown. Or you're afraid what you're going to look like in pursuit of the unknown. You understand what I'm saying? This is the wild part. In the day of information, where everybody's walking around with a supercomputer, at least one supercomputer in their hand, you have this supercomputer in your hand, and everybody is afraid of information. They're afraid to go retrieve the unknown. You understand what I'm saying? We afraid to go find out. I'm gonna stop because they'll snatch this stream down and I'll get a knock on the door and all that weird shit. But there's like sicknesses that we've just accepted as being a part of our life. Just, oh, I just get this and this is a death sentence. And now you're seeing stuff that they're saying, no, all you gotta do is just kill parasites because you have parasites in your body, because based on the food that we eat, all you gotta do is kill these parasites. You get them out of here and then you heal yourself. These are natural herbs that are in the world that you can consume and heal yourself. Every ailment. They say, damn, like that's crazy. But we scared to go. You feel me? And there's studies that saying, that treatment that they designed for that disease, you shouldn't put that in your body. That's chemical warfare. Don't put that in your body. So on and so forth. You see what I'm saying? Like there's just a lot of stuff that we're scared of the information. You understand what I'm saying? You scared of, and if you, man, I'm gonna stop there because I'm about to go off the deep end. I was about to go off the deep end. I'm trying to stay on the deep. I'm trying to stay over here where we still relying on outdated beliefs and systems because we're afraid of the unknown. AB said I was gonna make a C19 joke, but YouTube won't let me. But if 2026 is gonna be that year, like if it's really gonna be that year, like the year you truly break through, the year you truly make your breakthrough, then you got to start unlearning more, man. You got to start unlearning more. You understand what I'm saying? You got to start unlearning more. Like you have to literally start letting go of things and unlearning things that keep you docile and keep you unmotivated and keep you stuck, if you will. Hence, escaping your conventional thinking by 2026. Let's talk about the cost, man. Let's talk about what safe thinking costs you. Let's talk about what safe thinking costs you. I'm sorry, my countenance kind of fell because I went somewhere in my mind. You feel me? I'm trying to stay here, but I really went somewhere in my mind. And I'm a little under the weather, so my mind is a little foggy. You gotta bear with me. But when you stick to conventional thinking, you avoid risk, but you also avoid reward. No risk, no reward, right? So you avoid risk, but you also gonna avoid reward. You protect yourself from failure, but you also block yourself from greatness, right? Like think about that. What have we cultivated that's great when we stuck strictly to conventional thinking? And I can speak for myself. My children, my children, my children. Yeah. Yeah. Also, you silence your ideas before they ever see the light of the day. So you think of stuff in your head and then you cut it off because you're scared of what it's gonna look like if you pursue it, or if you bring it to the light, or if you share it, or if you literally walk in that idea, you're afraid of what it's gonna look like. So you silence it and before they ever see the light of the day. Corey, aka New Fat Boy, what's up with you, homie? But let's look at history, man. If everybody followed convention, right? If everybody followed convention, think about what there wouldn't be. There'd be no internet. There'd be no jazz. There would be no Muhammad Ali. There'd be no Steve Jobs. There'd be no hip hop, no Harlem Renaissance. Like no cell phone, like no. Every major breakthrough from innovation to social change was born from somebody refusing to think like everybody else. So you got to ask yourself, where in your life are you choosing acceptance over authenticity? And I know it looks crazy, man. It looks crazy, man. It looks crazy because, like I told y'all, I'm a person that, nah, man. And I'll give you one of my thoughts, right? One of my simple thoughts, right? So it has to do with Christianity, for instance, right? I'll be cool on this, but so Christianity is here, and and a great deal of us identify with Christianity, right? Okay, cool. In this, America and in the United States of America, us as people, and this is whether you believe we come from Africa or whether you believe that you are a descendant of the indigenous people of this land, right? No matter what, it's safe to say that before the colonization of America, there was a God and there were spiritual systems. Correct. And if you are a descendant of people from Africa or the indigenous people of the Americas, it's safe to say that there was a God and spiritual systems pre-Christianity, right? Pre the dumb diverses, right? There was a spiritual system and there was God. Who is that God? Who is the God of your ancestors? Who is the God of your ancestors? And why are you not having any regard for the God of your ancestors? Just a simple question. You understand what I'm saying? And if we're operating with religious doctrine or whatnot, which most of us are, what is the true purpose of the religious doctrine? Because you know what comes with doctrine? Indoctrination. So what is the purpose of the religious doctrine? These are just like questions. I have so many. I have so many. But that is just like one. And so when you raise that question, like you're vilified and demonized, and people are like, what? Huh? Look at this. What's wrong with you? You feel me? My grandmama praised Jesus, so I'm gonna praise Jesus. But most people will go for acceptance over authenticity. Like, how can you have these questions and not ask them? How can you have these questions and not go to do research yourself? Salute the old school Winston Lee. How can you have these questions and just act like you just don't have them? You understand what I'm saying? How can you just go forth with just going and acting as if, meanwhile, the iceberg is melting? Like, shit is on fire. It's crazy. You feel me? How can you just go and blindly vote for people without asking questions? How? How do you go and go just vote for people and not know the political policies that they're standing on? What political policies are they bringing forth? What initiatives are they cultivating? What political initiatives and pieces of legislation throughout history has their name and their work on it? You feel me? Like, but we just go. All right, man, I done went too deep. People choose acceptance over authenticity. That's it. That's all. People choose acceptance over authenticity. So let me get back on it and bring it back home for some world examples. Ali was one of the greatest to ever do it. Muhammad Ali, one of the greatest of all times, one of my favorite fighters, of course. He wasn't just unconventional in the ring. He was unconventional in his thought. He believed in himself loudly when the world tried to quiet him. Ravens Nation, what's up with you, homie? You had Tesla. You feel me? You got Nipsey Hussle. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just all throughout history, like literally refused to think within a box that was built for them. Because KG says there is no box if you don't start there. You understand what I'm saying? In the business world, though, companies challenge norms, and the companies that are the most successful challenge norms. Apple, Netflix. You understand what I'm saying? Like they disrupt whole industries. Netflix came in and totally wiped out Blockbuster and wiped out renting movie rentals. $1 billion industry, and they came and just wiped it out in no time. Yeah. But these same principles, though, they apply to your life. You feel me? They apply to your life. I talk all the time about breaking generational curses, right? One of the generational curses that I have to break, and I'm really, truly hell-bent on breaking, is the generational curse of convention. You understand what I'm saying? Navigating this world, dedicating your life to work and a job, you feel me, and letting everything else in your life go to hell. Everything else in your life go to hell. You disconnected from your kids, disconnected from your children. I mean, your children, from your spouse, from your significant other. You disconnected from your family, like your extended family. You suffer from relationships. You disconnected from your friends. Like the disconnection that causes when you solely focus and pursue your career. Like I shared with you all, my father was an extruding, a plastic extruding operator, and my daddy worked 7 days a week, 12-hour shifts for a long time. You understand what I'm saying? And throughout my high school years, my father was at my games, but every other time he was at work. My daddy was at work. So there were a lot of things that, I was, experiencing, going through, whatever the case may be. Daddy was at work. You understand what I'm saying? Daddy was at work. And then his company decided they was going to shut down operations. And they shut down operations. And a year later, my daddy passed away. And what do you think I got from my father's job? You understand what I'm saying? Like they didn't even have a watch. Like I didn't get a watch. There was no parade. There was no pen. There was no celebration of his work for them. Actually, the only people who came to my father's funeral was his coworkers and people he had worked with. You know what I mean? And people who loved him and adored him from working with him for years. That's it. The company wasn't there. The owners of the corporation wasn't there. They didn't come and offer any assistance or paying for anything or none of that. And that was it. It's just gone. So for me, I'm like, nah, we got to break that. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's something that has to be broken. And I, my children are saying, hey, I want to be like my oldest daughter. Hey, I want to be a cook, or I want to be a nurse, or I want to be this, or I want to be that. And she settled on wanting to be a chef. And I'm like, okay, you're going to be a chef, but you're going to own your own restaurant. You understand what I'm saying? We got to break this gym. Like you're not going to come and work for, no, we are building and cultivating something that you can come and take care of. You understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense? We have to really, truly disrupt these generational thoughts and ideologies, and that those thoughts and ideologies come through conventional thinking. I'm hoping that helps. I'm hoping that helps. You have to really, it starts with yourself, man. Like it just really starts with yourself. It really truly starts with yourself. And the generational curses, we always thinking big. We're thinking like, oh, I gotta break, you know what I mean? The generational curse of just not having no money. You know what I'm saying? Like, or just growing up in the projects. I gotta break that. No. No. We gotta break the curse. For me, I gotta break the curse of not owning nothing. Ownership is everything. You understand what I'm saying? Ownership is everything. If you can build something and then you can get it so that it generates $1, now it can just scale up. You understand what I'm saying? It literally can scale up. I create content. If I can monetize my content, which I have non-conventional ways of monetizing my content. I don't come in here and say, hey man, Y'all send me $1 in the super chat. Send me $1 to keep the stream going. Like, no, I don't do that. I don't say, hey, send me $1 in the Cash App. No, the Cash App is up there. Those of you all who see value in the content or whatever, y'all bless the game and y'all bless the platform. Others of you literally go over, and speaking of that, I can't believe I got the wrong thing. I got the wrong thing running. Or do I? No. It's up. Others of you go and you spend money with the Black Gentleman Grooming Company. Some of you go buy t-shirts. Some of y'all have went and bought the Master My Thinking sweatshirts. These are ways that we monetize the content and we promote the message of what it is that we're doing. But that shit is passed down like that. My children own that. You feel me? Like that's something that's passed down. Ownership is everything. But anyway, man. Anyway. All right. So we're once again unconventional thinking. We're in a trap. Like you are trapped by your conventional thinking. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you think. We have been trapped by conventional thinking, and we operate from a conventional thought process. You feel me? Because it's been handed down to us. So your assignment, right? We always got assignments. So this is what we're gonna do. I want you all to we're embarking on the thought challenge. Before the end of the day, like before you go to sleep, I want you to identify one area where conventional thinking is holding you back. One area where conventional thinking is holding you back. One area. Man, I'm so unconventional, it's stupid. But I have to work. Like I gotta work because I look crazy. I look crazy. You understand what I'm saying? Like I look crazy. You know how crazy I look because convention will tell you stand up and smile. You feel me? Convention tells you to go places. The convention will tell you, hey, they're having an event. They invited you. You got to accept the invitation. Like that's what conventional thinking tells you. I'm in a space where I don't want to go. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go. No, I don't want to do that. You understand what I'm saying? People will come up and ask me questions, conventional questions. Motherfucker just asked me the other day, man, what do you do? I looked at him and said, boy, get salad. And walk the fuck off. Now, convention will say, man, answer the question and tell him, man, what you actually... Get the fuck out of my business. Your boy gets salad. That's what I do. Your boy gets salad. Nah. 4-ounce sniper said, can you define conventional thinking one more time for the slow people in the back? He said, I'm slow people. All right. So the conventional thinking for me was it's the default programming. You know what I mean? It's the that's just how it's always been done mindset. You feel me? It's the unspoken agreement that society hands you. Go to school, get a job, play it safe, don't question too much, and definitely don't make any waves. So that's what the conventional thinking is. Let me see if I can go back up here. Excuse me. Where did Joe offer? Joe said that it was the acceptance of generally accepted or traditional beliefs, ideas, and judgments without much questioning. Okay. Tiffy 2 said the thinking that aligns to societal norms. Right. And so that's pretty much what it is, right? So if we're looking at it, once again, societal norms, not really questioning stuff, you know, we kind of moving and grooving, and our societal norms where we don't rock the boat got us in a government shutdown right now. We're living in anarchy right now. You feel me? Like we literally are living in anarchy right now, and everybody's scared to do anything. Lala D said, Crispy, I want to explore the east side of Chicago so bad, but I'm scared because of their gangs. So I feel like I live in a city that I can't explore. Not sure if that's conventional thinking. No, that's not. I don't think that's conventional. I don't think that could. You have to think about safety and security first. You understand what I'm saying? And if you want to explore the city, why don't you should reach out to some of the people that's there. I know Aid is in Milwaukee. Stormy B Man is there. He in Southside Chicago. And I'm pretty sure Stormy B Man probably, when you moved to Chicago, he probably told you to hit him up if you need something. Hit up Stormy B Man and tell him you need to go explore the east side of Chicago. Go over there. But that's not, I mean, it is conventional thinking by way of programming. You understand what I'm saying? To a certain degree, but we are in this space in the world. And I guess we can have a real conversation now real quick before we go. Oh, let me get back to this real quick. Your assignment. Before the end of the day, I want you to identify one area where conventional thinking is holding you back. It might be your career path. It might be your relationships. It might be how you see yourself. Just the conventional thinking. Think about how sick we are with our conventional thinking. Think about some of the traumas and traumatic experiences that we have. We coming up on the holidays. If we can have a real conversation, let's have it. We coming up on the holidays. Some of you all have, or some of us have, traumatic experiences that were given to us at the hands of some of our family members. We're gonna go to Thanksgiving dinner and that family member's gonna be there. You understand what I'm saying? And people say stuff like, you gotta watch. Don't have him around your kids. Don't have her around your kids. No. Don't let your kids go down there with her. Don't let your kids go over there with him. The conventional thinking keeps us from dealing with the issues. You understand what I'm saying? Conventional thinking keeps us from dealing with the issues. Yeah. Old school Winston Lee said, let's go, Lala. Did he take you? He said he from all over the city. So I'm looking at it like, all right. It might be, once again, what areas in conventional thinking is holding you back? It might be your career path. Might be your relationships. Might be how you actually see yourself. Write it down. And then ask, what would happen if I stopped doing this the normal way? If I stopped doing this the normal way? Because family, listen, the difference between where you are and where you want to be is usually one courageous, unconventional thought away. You understand what I'm saying? But you got to think the thought. You got to allow yourself to think the thought. And we be scared to think the thought. You got to allow yourself to think the thought. Allow yourself to think the thought. Once again, before the end of the day, I want you to identify one area where conventional thinking is holding you back. Just super. One thing that was for me was the conventional thought of, like, me always knowing that, I had a grandmama that let me know who I was, right? And who we were. But the conventional thought tells you that we're from Africa and we were brought here on ships and blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Me refusing to, because I would, a lot of times as a youngin' too, not wanting to rock the boat, I just would sit back. Like, I'm okay, cool. I just would sit back. I wouldn't rock the boat. None of that. Okay, cool. I listen to it. That's cool. That's cool. Even dibble and dabble with it, right? And nothing about it made any sense. Nothing about it makes sense. AB says it's choppy. We choppy. My internet connection is strong. I don't know what's going on. Tiffy2 says safety and security shapes the majority of conventional thinking. Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. What's good with you? Yeah, I can see that. And I agree with that. But I believe fear is in there too. So safety, security, and fear. Because whether we admit it or not, a lot of us are really truly shaped and we are paralyzed in fear by what people think about us. By what people think. Hopefully it's not still choppy, but I'm about to wrap it up anyway because I gotta go. But I need you to write it down, whatever that is, that one area where conventional thinking is holding you back. Write it down. And what would happen if I stopped doing this the normal way? All right. Okay, yours is a bit choppy. All right, I gotta go. But salute to y'all. That's day one, man. Thank you all so much. This was the trap of conventional thinking. We in the trap this week. Once again, we're gonna go in. We're gonna break these mental chains, man. We're gonna break these mental chains. We're getting to the cost, personal, creative, and societal And this is where that's tomorrow. We're going to dig deeper into how conventional thinking is draining your potential without you even realizing it. King Vonnie 86, what's up with you, homie? Salute to you. Yeah. King Vonnie said, I'm from here. We carry no African traditions in my family. It's a paradigm shift. It's time. It's time. But salute to the family. Thank you all so much. Jeff Spark, I see you in the building. If you got value from this, man, be sure to drop a comment. Of course, y'all been doing that. Share, like, subscribe to the channel. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate you all, man. Thank you all so much. If I had a million tongues, I couldn't tell it all, man. Once again, we in the trap. Salute to the family. This is Junior. Shout out to everybody that shows love to the Black Gentleman Grooming Company. We do have a line of all natural handcrafted grooming products specifically with you in mind. So be sure to come check us out. www.theblackgent.com. This is Junior the Truth signing off, man. Giving you a daily reminder to view your life like a pair of dice until your life looks like a pair of dice. I'm a high-born player, mate. If you don't know anything else about me at the end of the day, I got to keep pushing, baby.
We offer the best grooming products for you. Just handcrafted too. We want to help be a swagger. Style, class, and luxury. Our products that are made for you with high quality. Yeah. So get in style with the black, yeah. Company. Style, class, and luxury. In luxury, yeah. Company, you swagger, style, class, and luxury. In luxury.
Located at www.theblackgent.com.
One, two, and I've hustled hard on these streets.